What's up? Colby Sharp, fifth grade teacher. Welcome to my channel where we try to help kids fall in love with reading. Today we'll be sharing the books that my fifth graders are reading for the last time this year. We've done one of these every few weeks throughout the entire school year. We are in the last week of school. I'm going to be sharing with you the books that my fifth graders are reading, and we're reading all kinds of things. Kids are trying to frantically finish books before the year end. They're trying to think about what can they read so that they finish it on the last day of school. They're kind of like in the middle of things here and there, trying to figure things out, trying to get ready for summer reading. I'm so excited to share with you the books that they are reading right now. Kicking things off here, we have some nonfiction. We don't always have a lot of nonfiction in these videos, so it's great to see someone reading Whale Fall, which is one of my favorite nonfiction picture books from 2023. I had no idea what happened when a whale died because it never crossed my mind to even think about it. But this book kind of gives you that deep dive into the ecosystem that is the whale's body. Holy smokes, for just a giant amount of time that this whale becomes food for other creatures. It's fascinating. If you haven't read that, check it out. Absolutely awesome. Alamo All-Stars, Nathan Hale's graphic novel. We're actually learning about, in social studies, how Texas became part of the United States. So some kids were really interested in learning more about the Alamo. That's fun. And like two kids at this table. Starfish. Amazing. Such a phenomenal book. We are currently, this is their favorite books of the year book, and they are currently looking, they each made, I'm going to cover up the student names, but they each made a book stack and with their favorite books. So these are flashlight books, like books that you would read with a flashlight at night, that they're so good. And what they did is, what I'm covering here is not just a name, but it is a QR code. They each made a QR code where they can pull up and look at book talk videos. Here's, I'll cover this name here too. So you can see here, here's another list. And you can see Starfish was on so many lists. So many kids have been adding that to their summer to read list, because in the back of their favorite books book, they have a to read list where they're trying to get ready for summer reading based on books that they've had on their to read list all year and based on what they find in here. So more of what they're reading. Let's go to the next table. Cat Kid Comic Club. I love the Cat Kid Comic Clubs as much, if not more, than the Dogman books. I just love the lessons that they get in here about creativity and teamwork. They're just absolutely phenomenal. So be sure to check those out. Not Enough has become one of the most popular graphic novel series. The second, or I guess the fourth quarter, really was the fourth quarter where these books really took off, which is exciting. You'll see a lot of kids reading graphic novels and illustrated novels this week because they're trying frantically to finish as many books as possible, but also to not leave themselves halfway through a book. So they'll be planning on getting books from other places in the summer. But they're actually allowed to borrow any book from the classroom that they want over the summer. And Abby Cooper's Friend or Fiction. This girl is on pace to finish this book. She's got like this list of how she's going to finish this book on time. Fingers crossed that she can do it, and if not, she'll just finish it at the beginning of summer. So many great books from this group. Holy smokes, it's so exciting to see what they're reading, to hear about their reading lives, to think about these kids at the beginning of the year and how much they've grown. It's just end of the year, man. It's just such an emotional, magical, reflective time. I love it. Two kids at this group reading some Percy Jackson. That's very exciting to see. We have book 1 and we have book 5. Whoa, this kid has flown through the first 4 books of the series. Jeez Louise, feels like just like a month ago he started it. All right, I Have a Wimpy Kid, always popular. Lunch Lady, always popular. And this girl has already read one book by Jennifer Nielsen, and it's fun to see her finding a new favorite historical fiction author. I have more historical fiction readers this year than I've had in maybe 7 or 8 years. It has just blown up the popularity. Part of it is, let's just be honest, I'm becoming a better social studies. I'm trying really hard to become a better social studies teacher, book talking those books, tying things to what we're learning in social studies, getting kids excited about social studies. And I had a bunch of kids who are already really excited about social studies. So they're getting me more excited about social studies and each other more excited about social studies. We're all just excited to learn in historical fiction. It's awesome. Gordon Corman mixed up this kid. Look at this, isn't that amazing? This kid has been reading so many Gordon Corman books this year. So many. Like, I think this is like the 3rd or the 4th that he's read in the last 3 weeks alone. So excited to see him reading Mixed Up, which is really good. Root Magic. I haven't had a kid read this in a while. That's very exciting. I cannot wait to see what he thinks. Big Nate, always popular. And then, would it be a 5th grade classroom without someone reading Raina Telgemeier? Maybe, but not very often. Guts. I wonder how many times like if you took just Smile Sisters and Guts, of the 25 kids in here, collectively, how many times they've read those 3 books total? 100? 125? A lot. One last group of readers, the amount of people reading novels in verse this year is just off the chart. So it's so excited to see someone reading this beautiful Newbery Honor winning book. Real Little Ricky Ricotta Love, because hey, you can't leave elementary unless you've read all the Dog Man, unless you've read all the Cat Kids, unless you've read all the Captain Underpants and all the Mighty Robots. Exciting to see that. Look at this. Bud Not Buddy, we're reading just some amazing books the last week of school. Look at these children. I'm so stinking proud of them. Faker. Oh, this one's coming out in July 2024. This book from Gordon Corman is so much fun. It's a story about a kid whose dad is a schemer, swindles people out of money, takes their money, runs these little schemes, gets a bunch of their money, then they jet and then start a new life in another town and do it all over again. This book talks about the time where the kids are kind of like, no, we need to stay. We can't keep doing this. Phenomenal. A Rover Story. This book has really taken off the 4th quarter. I think 4 kids have read it, and it's just becoming like a top 5 book for all the kids who read it. This is one of the best books. I read it aloud last year. I didn't read it aloud this year, and I really missed reading it aloud. Really, really on the top of my list of possible read alouds next year. And then another Percy Jackson reader. This hasn't been a class where a lot of kids have read Percy Jackson in the past, but you get one kid to read it, and it's amazing what happens. It's amazing how a series like this can take off. So that's my classroom this year. I hope that you enjoyed watching these videos. If you're new, you can go back and watch some of the old ones. If you've been around since the beginning, thank you for hanging out with me as we watch these amazing kids continue to learn and grow as readers. What a gift we have to serve them every day. My name's Colby Sharp. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an awesome-tastic day.